Hey, welcome to Blackness Dragons. We are a D&D 5e 2014 actual play live stream and podcast here on Althaven. I'm A. Jordan Lambert. I am your host and your dungeon master. You can find me on the internet at Lambertra. If I'm not here at Althaven playing games, I am doing stuff with Pick Your Poison Productions live in Los Angeles, or I'm talking about pop culture at Smells Like Teen Angst, or I'm just on a random side quest because that's what a lot of my life is right now. We're coming at you from sunny Los Angeles, California. Most of us, some people might be in even sunnier Seattle where the sun doesn't go down until 10:30 p.m. And this is a pre-record. So if our pop culture references are outdated, don't expect so much of us. That's rude. I'm going to throw it to DK.
Hi, and also hello. I'm Abaddon Kilbride, but you can call me DK. I am a DM and player, obviously, and you can find me pretty much anywhere on the internet that you find people at either Atrocity Kitsch or The Exquisite Corpse, and I'll be playing Morgause today.
Whose turn is it?
Yes, that's right. It is my turn to throw it to someone. I'm going to throw it to my good pal Kiki and her recently adjusted chair.
Hi, I'm Kiki. And when I'm not here, you can probably find me on Smells Like Teen Angst talking about all of our angsty news and pop culture, and our feelings on everything YA related. And I will be playing Buffy Jenkins. When I'm not Buffy, I'm Kiki. You know who is always who they are? Moses.
That's factual. I'm Moses, and tonight I'll be playing Moses. Two different characters. Same person, though. Which makes them the same character? I don't know. You know who's two completely different characters? My boy Jeff.
Hi, I'm Jeff. I play Darius, and since we don't know when you'll be listening to this, I've written down some predictions. So we'll see if I get at least one of these. It'll be great. Well, guys, that new album that The Weeknd just shadow dropped is really good. Have you had a chance to listen to it? I can't believe that RFK made aspirin illegal. I'm glad it didn't make me so upset that I have a headache. I wouldn't know what to do with it. Oh, shizite. Did we just declare war on Norway? What did they even do? Back to you, Jordan.
Can't wait to see how any of that turns out.
But if something is right, though.
If something is right, there's one of those that I'm really banking on, okay? And one of them just feels like it could happen. Maybe while we're recording this, who knows? Today's Black History quote comes from Mae Jemison. She's Black astronaut. I want to say the first one, but like there's so many facts rolling around my head right now and things that I'm trying to remember for Dungeons and Dragons that I could be wrong about that one. But what she said was, don't let anyone rob you of your imagination, your creativity, or your curiosity. It's your place in the world. It's your life. Go on and do all you can with it and make it the life you want to live. Who would like to recap our last session for an inspiration? Not Buffy, because you just did it. Anybody?
I will.
Okay, I was gonna say I'll just eat that inspiration and do it myself. No, go ahead, DK.
Last time on Blackness and Dragons, we had just touched the Stone of Remembering, and the room was filled with purple light, and it was all very dramatic, and when the light dimmed, we found that we were completely changed physically. And we had a conversation with our little mouse friend Despero, well, our large mouse friend Despero, and our lizard friend Loop Daddy, and determined that we may, or we're, I think at this point, not sure which life we've lived is the correct one. We've been incepted several times over now, and in an effort to try and get some clarity on that, we went with the gentleman that we rescued, Boo Boo the Fool, to Tom's Bar. And there we met a handsome sort of paternal old barkeep, apparently the oldest barkeep in the realm. And he told us that he would help us. He would give us the information that we're looking for if we dealt with a grand dragon that was in town. We definitely dealt with him. rather than attempt to parley with him, we just wantonly attacked him. So he left us. He left town. That was great. He left us missing a tail and blind and riddled with stab wounds. So he probably won't be back anytime soon. As for us, we went back to Tom's bar and delivered the tail and his terrible little racist hat. And Tom told us that there is some figure called the Luminar who wants to devour everything, not just their world, not just our world, but every world everywhere. And that we should be able to find some information at a library near Lake Tamar, which is where we are headed next.
Yeah. Take that inspiration, boo. Sorry, there's an anecdote stuck in my head and I just have to get it out. And I may have told it on this channel before. For those of you who don't know, Boo Boo the Fool is very much like it's just a thing that a lot of Black moms say. Like anytime you do something stupid in front of your mom and you try to get one over on her, she's like, what do I look like, Boo Boo the Fool? And for years, my mom also, like one time, one of my brothers pissed her off and did something really stupid and like treated her like she was dumb. And she said, who do you think I am? Sam the sausage head man? And I went around for years thinking that also was a thing that all Black moms said. I was in my 30s before I said it in front of someone else and they were like, no one else does that. It's literally just your mom.
Sam the sausage head man.
Right, you gotta give her props for creativity.
My mom's other favorite was Barney Badass. Like anytime when we thought we were gonna go out and have big fun, like we had to go out and have big fun, we'd come home and get in trouble. And you must think you Barney Badass.
Your mom's a professional name caller.
She really is. And then one time my brother was trying to say it and he fucked it up. He was like, who do you think I am? The Barney stupid ass. All right, you guys wake up in Tom's bar. You have taken a long rest. Generally, long rest resets any conditions that you have. However, I am the DM at this table. And Moses had about 17 pennies and cokes last night. So the first thing I'm going to need when you all arrive downstairs to meet up with Boo Boo the Fool to go on the next leg of your journey is a Constitution roll from Moses.
$21 this time.
So I set the DC at 17 because I was going to say it's about 1 point for every drink that you had. But you beat a 17, so you're fresh as a fucking daisy, bro.
My man can drink.
School of T-Pain.
Yeah, so you guys all get downstairs. Boo Boo is there ready to meet you, and he looks at you all and says, all right, are we ready?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Ready as a fiddle.
And Tom, he looks at you guys before you leave, and he has like a nice brown bag with some grease stains on it, and he hands it to you, Morgause, and he says, good luck on your journey.
Can I look in the bag?
Oh yeah, good.
I open the bag.
Breakfast burritos.
Nice.
Oh, I immediately grabbed mine.
Thank you, Tom.
We appreciate you.
I will pass them out.
Yeah. And so you guys take off. You eat your burritos on the way. It's a pretty far walk, so you do not actually reach Lake Tamar until it's about dusk. And you guys have just been talking and chatting, talking about your different adventures. Boo Boo is a very well-traveled man. He has been all up and down the realms and been on several adventures and found magical items, lost magical items. Just a very interesting person. And as dusk begins to fall, and you're walking, he tells you, "Okay, we're almost there. Be watchful, I would say. Keep your wits about you."
Is Boo Boo leading us into danger?
And you say that, and he just sighs heavily, and he says, "Lake Tamar has a very storied history, and while I don't necessarily think that it's going to be outwardly dangerous, it's also not the safest place either."
Okay.
Great.
And as you start to descend upon the lake, everything around here is abandoned. And it feels kind of familiar, but it's also very fucking spooky.
Like some of that goddamn Loch Ness monster lives.
And as you're walking around, Moses, you see a tree like 20 feet away from you. And you kind of focus on it. Can you give me... We're going to call it athletics. Give me an athletics roll.
23.
On a 23, you are looking at that tree, and it's about 20 feet away from you. And you're looking at it, and you're looking at it. And the rest of you kind of look at him. And then he's right next to the tree.
How did I get here?
Did he just like leap through time?
I'm gonna reach out and touch the tree.
Feels like a normal tree.
I turn around to the guys, and I imagine I sound far away since I somehow teleported. Hey, what happened?
You just blew skidooed to a tree, sir. That's what happened. How you move so fast?
I don't know. It must have been something in those Hennies and Cokes yesterday. You try, Darius. You had a drink.
I tried to recreate what he did, and I stared at the tree intently. And I'm also thinking, I want to leave where I am right now, because I'm just assuming that that's what he did, that there was like a mental password. I'm going to leave this place.
Give me an athletics check.
Leave me alone.
You know, I'm gonna lucky on that. You know, why not? Get the day started right. 21?
Nope, nothing. You're standing right there. Actually, I think you're standing right there, and I think you're whispering to yourself.
Is it because I didn't believe in myself?
And Boo Boo just pats you on the shoulder.
So Moses got magical Negro powers, but none of us did. Cool.
Can I turn around and focus on them?
Yeah. And you do. And you focus, and then you're right where you were before. You're right next to them.
Yeah.
What's all this?
What's what he said?
Do I feel any different? Do I feel like a tingle in my body?
A Peter tingle? No, there's no Peter tingle.
I don't know what's going on, but like I think I get used to this.
So this is new for you also, right? This isn't like a thing that we forgot that you still remember?
No, I can't even pass my track and field in school, let alone run that fast. This is some voodoo magic shit.
Cool.
Jan, can you add this to the list of shit that everyone can do that I can't?
Sure thing, boss. And you guys keep walking. And as you walk, you it's a small descent. Like it doesn't even feel like a hill per se, but there's a very small descent, and you come down to what is Lake Tamar, and you see it. And you come up on Lake Tamar, and there is a very small dock. There are two very small docks, and you look across it, and there is a broken dam on the far end of the lake. And if you look down into the water, does anybody want to roll insight or history?
Yes.
I'll roll history. That is a modified 19.
Okay.
21 insight.
On a 21 insight, you look down into the water, and you got an 11, Darius. Sorry. You don't notice shit. It's just a lake and a broken dam. On 21, Morgause, you look down into the water and you can see an abandoned city at the bottom of this lake. And Buffy, on a, what did you say, 19 history?
Mm-hmm.
On a 19 history, something inside of you, like, has a very vague memory of the city that used to be here.
Mm.
Hey, Buffy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll point to like where it's, I guess, clearest in the water that I'm looking and say, you see the city too, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a city.
Just making sure.
And it seems like a familiar city.
It looks almost like it was drowned.
And Boo Boo sighs very heavily. And he takes a seat on the edge of the dock and puts his feet right over the lake. He does not put them in, right over. And he doesn't look back at you guys. He just kind of looks out into the distance and he says, Lake Tamar was an old drow city. They lived here peacefully and prosperously. And the Seldarine, over on the other side of that dam, they didn't like it. And one night they broke the dam of the river, drowned the entire town.
You're telling us this why?
And he just completely ignores that question and just keeps looking at the dam.
Morgause feels this sort of foreign sense of sorrow and rage that she doesn't fully understand.
Mm-hmm.
And I think is kind of dumbstruck.
And Tom kind of picks up on that and he looks back at you, Morgause, and he says, yeah, that's kind of the right feeling.
How long ago was it? Do you know?
I don't know that much. I know that the library was about there, and he points kind of towards the center of the lake. And he's like, that is where the information that you probably need is. I don't know how we're going to get to it.
I said, stand back, let me try this. And then I'm going to focus in on the library and just like, kind of like do the same thing I did with the tree.
Give me an athletics roll on that.
18.
On an 18, you try it, and it seems like it works, but you can't breathe underwater. And you also feel hands pick your 4'9" body up and just throw you right back out of the lake.
Ooh. Well, there's definitely some people down there. I felt
Did
hair
the lake?
all over my body.
Yeah, did the lake just throw you like you were Will Smith's unruly best friend?
Yeah.
Cool. Boo Boo, do you know, is there a password?
Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is. And I'm gonna look back down at the lake and concentrate. But at the same time, I'm saying, getting jiggy with it.
You try it again and again. Something picks you up and throws you right back out.
Nah, I don't think it's Will Smith's ghost. I don't think it's him. It's gotta be someone else.
I think I know what we need to do. I like roll up my sleeves a little bit. I take off my shoes. I dig my feet into like the sand, and I say, "Great library, arise from the lake! Arise! Arise!"
And you do that, and the water ripples. You see some visible rippling start in the water.
Yes. Nope, that's not it. Okay.
I don't think any of us can hold our breath that long.
Yeah.
And you say that, and Boo Boo kind of leans over, and he's looking deep into the water. He looks for a while, and then he just says quietly, "I'm very sorry."
Why?
And Boo Boo's not listening to you at all. He's just looking at the water still. And the water ripples.
I come up from behind him. I put my hand on his shoulder, and I also say, "We're sorry."
More ripples.
I join and put my hand on his other shoulder. We're so very sorry.
Even more.
We didn't even do anything. Okay. I'm joining in with the crew. I go, I guess I'm sorry.
Even more ripples.
I think kind of standing at the edge of the dock, just loud enough to be heard, Morgao says, "You didn't deserve this, and we are sorry."
And a spirit rises out of the water. And it looks like just an older drow woman. And she looks at the group of you assembled on the dock, and she says, "We did not deserve that."
Wholeheartedly agree. I also don't think I deserve to be yeeted out of the water. Is there anything that we could do that will allow us to get down there?
Clearly, we have an issue with trespassers. What is it that you seek?
Cousins.
Both of you guys are talking at the same time. What?
You go ahead. I was going to say I turned to Tom to see if he's going to fill him in.
Boo Boo looks at her, looks at you guys, looks back at the spirit, and he pauses for a second and he says, "What can we do to gain passage to the library?" And she thinks about it for a second and she says, are you looking for a plan of peace?
We're looking to go home, but also in a world where nobody dies. So yeah, I guess in a roundabout way, yeah, I guess we're looking for peace. I'm still drunk right now.
Roll Constitution.
Just listing the whole time.
That one I got a 4.
The spirit looks at you and says, "It is hard to trust the word of a drunk." And turns toward Gallus and says, "What is it that you seek?"
Your library. We need to learn about the Luminar.
And even like the spirit is already so tired. But it just, you say that and she looks even more tired. But she says, "I will grant you 10 minutes.
Thank you.
This is all we need. Shall I put myself back onto there, or are you going to do it for us?
And she puts her hand up and shakes her head.
What's your name?
They called me Illyria.
Illyria. I'm Morgause. This is Moses and Darius and Buffy.
Hey,
I'm
girl.
Boo-Boo. And she bows her head. It's very nice to meet you. And you guys are all still clumped up together on the dock. She does like this and places you in a bubble. And she lifts that bubble up and then puts you guys on the water.
This is like the Wiz.
And you sink into the water, and you're right in front of the library.
Arise, arise. I say under my breath.
Is there a way to like extend the bubble through the library so we could actually search?
You guys can move. You can move in the bubble.
Is it a hamster ball? We're gonna roll to the front.
Yes, for mechanics' sakes, yes. You are all together. You're in one large hamster ball right now. Should you decide to split up, you'll all be in your own hamster balls. You have 10 minutes.
Together, I yell, forward, and I immediately start pushing on the ball to see if we can push it forward.
Coordinate our efforts.
Yeah. And you enter the library. Things are clearly decayed, mildewed, old, as a structure itself. That being said, something's preserved a lot of the books and the writing here. So you just kind of have to decide where it is you'd like to go.
Knowing how libraries work in the regular world, I survey the area to look for some kind of card system that might be intact.
A catalog.
Give me an investigation roll.
$10.
You see the card catalog. I'll even say that you guys walk up to it, but you can't get the drawers open. They're rusted shut.
Looking around the library, about how many different spaces are there that we could possibly explore?
The building is slightly ruined, so there definitely was a different chamber to your left. That doesn't really exist anymore. It just leads back out to the ocean. There are or the lake, sorry, not the ocean. There are about 15 very tall bookshelves in front of you. And there's possibly a chamber behind that.
Behind the bookshelf.
Yeah.
Do we see anything that looks like a restricted section?
You see a staircase leading even further down into what has now become a cave, basically.
Is there any light coming from that staircase?
Roll investigation.
That's a 2 and a 3. I have advantage, and they're both bad. So,
Anybody else want to see what they see? You don't see nothing on a 2 and a 3.
I'm gonna try.
Can I do it again?
I will say I have dark vision, so once we get down there, I can see.
Okay.
I have a 13.
Who else would you get?
Anybody else roll?
Was it perception?
Investigation.
Investigation.
Was that my 10?
I don't know, 10. What'd you get, Darius?
A 10.
Buffy, you got the highest on a 13. On a 13, you don't know if it is a restricted area, but you do know there's more down there. There's further library down that staircase. And actually, hang on. I'm gonna. I have too many windows open.
Do we want to go together from this floor to the next floor, or do we want to divide and conquer?
Oh, hang on. I forgot Boo Boo was with you guys, so I rolled investigation for him. He rolled a fucking 19. And he's like, oh, that's definitely the restricted section. Do you think, I would probably put information about the other restricted section, wouldn't you?
Given the way that everybody responds when you excuse me. Given the way that everybody responds when you mention the Luminar, I'd have to assume it's knowledge that they were trying to protect.
Yeah. So you guys are gonna go downstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, you guys, you make your way downtown. You roll downstairs and you see about 3 or 4 bookshelves. And these ones are different because on the shelves there are some old books. There are some like treasure chests and other weird boxes. There's like one of those Newton's cradle things, just a random assortment of kind of odd objects, not just books on these 4 shelves.
So like tchotchkes,
Yeah.
gadgets and gizmos aplenty.
Exactly. Who's it and what's its galore?
Can we steal these gadgets? Can we touch these gadgets?
What did you say, Darius?
Oh, I was just wondering if there was like a count on the thingamabobs, like give or take.
About 20.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, can we touch them?
Roll,
or is it who cares? No
roll
big deal.
Insight. Whoever wants to roll insight.
Let's all try. The dice have to be nice to me eventually, right?
Who rolled a 5? You don't know jack.
I rolled a 6. I don't know anything either.
I also rolled a 6.
19.
16.
On 16 and 19, you know that a good number of these items are cursed, and you probably should not fucking touch them.
Well, good. Somebody's smart.
I relay that information to the group immediately.
Do we get the sense that it's not touch them at all or not touch them with our bare hands?
Not touch them at all.
I yell out, "Hey guys, Aladdin rules, Cable Wonders."
Okay.
Don't touch nothing.
Is there anything shiny though?
Give me another investigation roll. Whoever wants to.
Okay.
As I see Buffy intriguingly looking for something shiny, I say, "Hey, keep a poo out of this, okay?"
It's an 11. All right, I'll control myself.
Yeah, no.
Can I examine the books that are down here?
Sorry, what'd you say, Morgas?
Can I examine the books that are down here?
Yes. And I will call this religion.
Okay. $19 on the die plus 3 is 22.
On a 22, there is there's a book on the shelves that catches your eye, and it is very old and weathered, and it this is such a deep cut reference. Have any of you guys seen the meme when the guy was like, "Oh, my mother-in-law was reading The Exorcist and shit, it was cursed, so she threw it in the ocean, and then I went and bought a copy of it, and I waterlogged it and put it back in her nightstand"?
No.
Very funny meme, very funny person. That's what you're attracted to, a book that looks like that. It is waterlogged. There's salt crystals growing in between the pages. It's big old.
Mage hand.
I like that. You mage hand it and bring it as close to you as you possibly can. And in a very old world language, you can read the title and it says The History of the World, Part 1.
I look for who wrote it.
Yeah, because if Beyonce wrote it, this is.
Well,
Excellent.
who?
Yeah. Is that, are you gonna
Brooks?
take it with you? Morgoth?
Sorry?
Are you gonna take it with you?
As I see more guys with the mage hand, I open up Jan like as wide as possible, just in case.
You got pop out.
Before I move it into Jan, I do say, I think I can make it non-magical, but I don't know if that's what we want.
Why don't we do that upstairs?
Okay, and I'll move it into Jan.
Is there anything anyone else would like to do in this room?
Is there any other
books?
books that look interesting?
Oh, go ahead.
Everybody roll religion.
Religion.
I'm looking for anime books because we were looking for anime books the last place we went to.
Mm-hmm.
I got
11.
14.
Again.
7.
11, 14, 7. Did you roll, Mo?
5.
Oof, that was bad.
I think we're red signal.
Boo Boo got a dirty 20. So we're still downstairs in the restricted area, right?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't turn a corner, but he kind of like extends the bubble as far as it can before it's gonna break and he'll bust off on his own.
Oh.
And he looks at his shelf, and there's a shelf that has about 15 books of the same size, shape, clearly written by the same author. And he looks and he's like, "Hey, this kind of reminds me of those stories you were telling me last night. I think you called it a banga? A nanga?
Manga.
Yeah!"
I open up a Jan as wide as possible. Right here, bro.
And I'll swoop one after the other into the bag.
Anything else anybody wants to do while we're down here?
I pull out my cursed sword and I kind of like hold it and like carry it around like it's like a doubt. Is it called doubt?
Yeah, dowsing rod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my intent is like, oh well, like if it's cursed, like maybe it like wants like a cursed friend because it's probably lonely being like our only cursed object.
It starts going nuts. It is so frustrated and it becomes so incredibly volatile. And you guys are realizing also that your time is running short. In the
I'm gonna grab everybody close, and I'm gonna touch the button or the bubble as he's doing the thing, and I'm gonna try to concentrate us getting out together as one.
And you do that, and the bubble floats up gently to the surface of the lake, and you see Illyria is standing there. And she looks directly at you, Moses, and she says, You could have just asked.
I don't know. You guys kept throwing me out last time. I can't trust you niggas.
Yeah, I mean, y'all act like we had something to do with this.
Yeah, I just got here. Shoot.
She laughs gently, and the bubble just rolls back over to the shore. Anything else you guys would like to do?
I look to Alandria. We'll tell your story if it's in any of these books.
Please, don't let us be forgotten.
Yeah, we'll do that. Sorry that we paused so long. So just kind of like a heavy thing to drop, and I think we're just like thinking of how to do that. So, but we'll do that. Yeah.
What type of historians do you expect us to be? Like, can we decode this book?
And Illyria doesn't say anything else. She just fucking disappears. Bubble pops.
Be rude.
I guess when you're dead, social niceties aren't as important.
I guess, but like, we didn't do anything there.
Exactly. Anyway, any of y'all know how to read?
Can we determine what languages these books are in?
Okay, first step. I'm assuming you guys take the books out of the backpacks, correct?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What skill? It's not really skill for language. I'm gonna call it perception. Give me a perception roll. Whoever wants to try and attempt to read the history of the world part 1.
18.
14.
That is a modified 21. I can read. Hooked on phonics, baby.
So you're the one who asked the question, Buffy, can any of us read? And you pull the book out of Jan, and all of you kind of gather around, and Boo Boo is like, this is not a language that I've ever seen before. It is far too old. And you start flipping through the pages, and Buffy, it seems very familiar to you, and you kind of start to reread the recreation story, and you're reading all this, and you're getting all this information about where the Luminar, not necessarily where it came from, but about it and its past, and how the world was created, and that it wants to eat worlds. And as you're flipping through, something tells you to flip to the back of the book.
The table of contents. Oh no.
The back of the book, bro. The back.
Oh. The index. Oh no.
The index. Oh no. And you kind of don't know why you want to do that. And can Buffy and Morgause both give me we're going to call it perception rolls?
Yeah.
Perception again.
Natural 20.
Modified 20.
On a nat 20, Morgause, you do the rudest thing that you've done in a while, and you just snatch the book out of Buffy's hands. And it's got a very old dust jacket on it, and you take the dust jacket off of it. And you look, and Boo Boo is looking over your shoulder, and he looks at you, and you start reading, and you look, and you pause, and you look at him, and he says, "Is this written in some kind of code? Does this make sense to you?" And what it says, hold please.
And I look at him.
And he looks at me. Knock it off, you motherfuckers. I'm about to drop some more on you.
I'm taking notes.
You look at the handwriting on the other side of the dust jacket, and it says, "Dear Morgause, where is my Witty Hutton World Tour 87 shirt? It has vanished. Just like my left sock, my dignity after the Great Punch Bowl incident of 2016, and also that time I slid down the wall like I was in a Tubi movie, and my patience. Now, I'm not saying you took it, but the shirt was last seen on the laundry chair, and then you showed up to brunch looking suspiciously like somebody that's full of secrets and stolen t-shirts. Return it now, and I won't tell anyone you once thought Montel Jordan and Montel Williams were the same man doing very different side gigs.
Yo.
Give it back, Morgause. Or at least let me wear it to nickel shot night at O'Houlihan's. Love, Morgana, your emotionally unstable, fashion-forward big sister. P.S.
Is that read aloud?
Do you know a Moses? Not a let my people go Moses, a different one. Someone left a note on my windshield, written on a Kanekalon hair pack, saying he can jump between realms, is the key to keeping the door between realms closed, and that y'all were sent to protect him. No pressure. P.P.S. I found 3 magical items inside the Kanekalon bag. Who all gonna be there? Hell's Itch and the 5th Mambo. Thoughts? P.P.S. Hi, I love you. Visit soon. Bring snacks and squeeze Lucy's head for me. And canonically, that was actually written by DK's older sister, Morgan, who's a dear friend of myself and the show.
Thank you for putting me on blast, both in this pre-record and in the future, Em. It's the gift that keeps on giving. I think Morgause started out reading it out loud and then sort of faltered and had to take a second and keep reading.
Which PPS?
And this is the book that I found in the library, right?
Yes, yeah.
I think I stopped before I even get to the PPS. I think I'm so surprised to see my sister's name in this realm that I just stopped for a second. And this, sorry, I didn't hear. This is the book that I found in the library?
Yes, it is. Yeah. It was written on the dust jacket, on the back of the dust jacket.
Did she read this out loud? Do we all know it?
Most of it, yeah. Anyone who wants to take it from me can, now that I've seen it. I'm just sort of gobsmacked.
So you're telling me Moses is Hodor?
Moses is Hodor, and this is my book.
Wait. It didn't say let my people go, Moses. That's me.
You're also can teleport now, Moses?
Is that what I'm doing? I thought I was doing that little flash thing where I was just going back and forth really fast.
I don't know.
Let me try it again real quick. I'm gonna try it one more time.
The inscription says Moses can jump between worlds.
I'm not jumping between worlds. I'm jumping from here to there.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
you're
it
not
didn't
taking
say
big enough
that
steps.
Mhm.
Wait, so you're saying? Hold up. And then I'm gonna concentrate really hard, and I'm gonna try to think about like our current world and the aftermath of like the of the reunion that we just came from, and I'm gonna try to jump to that place.
You end up on top of the broken dam.
I'm gonna look really confused. Am I standing on a place that's like dry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, son.
Hey, hang on. I'm gonna concentrate and bring myself back to the regular world, the world that we just came from.
Do we have to fix the dam?
And then I report to them. Hey, I tried thinking of our current world, and it's still this old world, but what's a broken dam?
And Boo Boo has now ended up with the letter, and he reads it again. And he looks at Moses and he says, "Hey, man, I don't think you should do that.
Do what?
I don't think you should keep jumping."
And who is you to tell me what to do?
And he's holding up the letter again, and he gets back to the PPS, and he says, "The key to keeping the doors between realms closed."
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He does not pick up on the subtleties that he's bringing.
And he waves to you, Morgals, and he asks you to start opening it to look back through the book. And you roll. Give me a religion check, Morgals.
14.
Do you want to use one of your inspirations or something, please?
I don't need to because I forgot I rolled this with advantage.
Yeah, thank you.
That's better. 20 total.
On a dirty 20, you're flipping through the book, and Boo Boo keeps reading that inscription over and over again. He can jump between realms and is the key to keeping the door between realms closed. And your finger, on a dirty 20, like your finger hits the perfect paragraph about the Luminar, and it says the Luminar was locked away.
Locked away. Locked up. They won't let me out.
And you and Boo Boo are just kind of looking at each other. And
while they're doing that, I'm concentrating on about to teleport to another spot. I'm thinking about my crib back at home.
Boo Boo grabs the back of your overalls, and he just says, "You are the key to keeping the realms closed, and the Luminar was locked away."
Oh,
Keep doing
guys,
that.
I think I figured out. It's a Kool-Aid Man situation, right? If Kool-Aid Man doesn't use doors, right? When you use doors in your house, it doesn't matter because doors are made for you to go in and out. But if you bust through, you'll get in, and it won't really affect the house except you'll probably get bugs at night, right? But if Kool-Aid Man keeps on busting through a different place every time, then eventually the entire house will collapse. So that's what's happening. You can Kool-Aid Man like 1, 2, 3 times.
That makes
but
sense.
If you Kool-Aid Man too much, and then also if you have a kid on timeout in one of those rooms, they can't leave the room. But then if you Kool-Aid Man through that door, then they could come out and steal cars or whatever kids do.
That's all you had to say. And I turned to Boo. That's why didn't you just say that? Why didn't you just say that?
I didn't understand a lot of that.
He's just doing hood rat things with his friends.
And Boo Boo looks at Morgals.
Okay. If Moses is the key to this jail, this prison,
Kool-Aid.
what does that make the rest of us?
chop
The key
liver. If I'm the key to keeping everything safe, we're dead.
But I mean, are we supposed to protect you?
Protectors of the keys. We're a key ring. Key ring. Key ring.
Key ring. Key ring.
Key ring.
Am I key or am I a key? I'm the key?
You're the key. I think
You're
you're the only key we have.
You're him.
You are he.
Why does he always get everything cool?
I don't know.
And it's, as you guys are saying this, the sun has set completely. The moon is out. It's big. It's full. It's beautiful. And a mist rolls over the lake, and it gets really fucking cold.
Oh no.
And Blue looks at you guys, and he's like, "Maybe it's cold. Can we?
I don't know about this. Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here."
As the group is walking away, Morgause turns and sprints back to the lake, to the water's edge, and she says, Illyria.
Illyria.
Nothing.
I mage hand the book up into the air, hoping that wherever she has dispersed herself, she can see it. And I go, do you recognize me or this book?
Roll a d20 for me.
15.
On a 15, she reappears, and she looks at you and she says, "It's been some time, but you are familiar."
Did I live here?
I don't know you.
For a while.
Okay. Was I here when this happened?
No. You were already on your mission
My mission?
to protect the key.
And I turn back to the group that's going away and I say, we were right.
Oh, what?
We are supposed to protect Moses.
Man, I don't need protection.
I mean, what can I really do but be a part of this key ring?
Yeah, bring your butt over here. We can't have this key ring stretched out.
All right. Thank you, Illyria. If I can, and you don't mind, I'd like to return sometime.
Please do.
Until then.
Yeah, and she bows at you and then disappears again.
I unstretch the key ring.
Are we all just heading back to Tom's? Is that the...
Yeah, I mentioned on our walk back, I said we could get here quicker if somebody let me use my new magical power.
And hold on, you say that, and I'm gonna roll strain. Boo Boo he's definitely not he's not part of the gun show, but he's also not weak. And you say that, and he comes up behind you, and he just kind of picks you up by your overalls and then puts you back down again.
Yeah, I hold my hands up. Hey. I'm just talking here.
All right.
That's gotta give you like the most insane wedgie to be picked up.
I'm used to it.
Thinking about.
Just keep walking, guys. And you make it back to Tom's. You are greeted by Despero and Luke Daddy. And they guide you over to a booth in the corner, and Despero says, "All right, what'd you find out? What's going on? Please."
He's the key. And I point to Moses.
I mean, I can open up anything. And then I start immediately going throughout his tavern, trying to open up all the doors that I can open up.
Give me a sleight of hand roll.
Sort of hand.
12.
You say, "I can open up anything," and you start running around the bar trying to open up different tavern doors. Open.
Wait a second, hold on. I got this. And I just keep trying.
He's a different kind of key than that.
Boo Boo looks at his two friends and says, "Yeah, he's a different kind of key. Yeah, I think I know somebody who might be able to help with this, but that's tomorrow problem. That's tomorrow problem. I think tonight we drink.
Hang on, I got this.
Honestly, I'm drinking tonight because he got magical powers last time, so maybe it might turn out for me.
Is there anything anybody else wants to do?
I whispered to my cursed sword, I'm so sorry that we couldn't find you a friend. I hope that's okay.
And the cursed sword replies, in your mind, yeah, don't worry about it, man.
Well,
Oh, okay.
And that is where we're going to end today's episode. Very quickly, the story of Lake Tamar, while being pretty fictional, is based on some very real things. For those of you who don't know, I would encourage you to do some research on Lake Lanier, Central Park, the Tulsa Massacre, Rosewood. There were several prosperous Black communities that, because of white supremacy and racism and bigotry, were destroyed over the years. And it is a very real part of our history, a very unfortunate part of our history. And, you know, while this show is about fun and lightheartedness, it exists for a very real reason. And that's because as Black people, we still face those things every single day. And sometimes being at a mixed D&D table is not that great. Sometimes we just need to be around our own people. And this scene is unfortunately lacking in representation. Even after 5 fucking years of us doing this, it is still very rare for there to be more than one Black person at a live stream table, let alone a whole table of them. So we exist for a very real reason, and that is to combat the racism and bigotry and white supremacy that led to tragedies like Lake Lanier and Central Park. So please do some research, be a better person, and come back next week.
Yeah.
Same Black time, same Black channel.
Wait. I wanted to fix my chair. Wait.
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 I had it open. Hang on, guys. Maybe I didn't. Cut all this shit out, Jake. I gotta find the map.
Wait.
I think the best part about this being a pre-record is that there's gonna be a fucking blooper reel, and I missed it so bad. I think the best part about this being a pre-record is that there's gonna be a fucking blooper reel.
Niggas.